Hello guys, welcome to the channel. Today I am going to explain a Japanese movie named Tales of the Unusual Washing Machine. Watch out and take care. At the beginning of the movie, we see Hashimoto, a middle-aged man, who lives in Ginza, Tokyo, going through a lot due to job loss. One day he goes to the laundry to wash his clothes. He is there, loads his clothes in the dryer and sits down, and he wishes I could have a can of beer. Then he realizes that something has fallen in the dryer, and that makes a very loud noise. When he goes near to the dryer, he sees that there is a can of beer lying there. At first, Hashimoto thinks that someone has left the beer in the dryer. But when he picks up the beer, he is very confused because the beer is cold. Right there, an old cleaner comes and casually tells him that this dryer fills everyone's wish. Hashimoto thinks he is completely insane at first glance and ignores his words. But then, the cleaner comes closer to him and tells that I am not kidding. After that cleaner leaves, Hashimoto sits there and waits for the laundry and drink beer. Then there comes a girl named Kondo, and she loads his clothes into the dryer. Hashimoto is too afraid to talk to the girls, that's why till date he is single. Due to nervousness, he sits on the edge of the seat so that the girl can sit away from him. The girl starts talking to him. She has seen Hashimoto here many times and now she starts liking him. But Hashimoto is afraid to talk to her. He drinks the can of beer and throws the empty can away in the dustbin. But instead of going to the dustbin, the beer can falls outside the dustbin. He rushes to pick up the can. Right then Kondo starts crying, and a terrified Hashimoto asks him what happened. Then she tells him that she has given interviews in 40 companies, but she was not selected in anyone. To make her feel good, Hashimoto tells her that he too has given many interviews, but he was also not get selected. He tells that you have given so many interviews, that means you have a lot of interview experience. The girl starts looking at him and tells him that we don't know each other, yet he is talking so well, thank you for this. Hashimoto takes his clothes from dryer and while leaving, he says good luck to him. Then the girl stops him and introduces herself, that his name is Kondo. After all this, Hashimoto happily goes to his house. In this scene, we see that Hashimoto is sleeping at night, then his phone rings, the call is from his mother. She tells him that his father is in the hospital, and he urgently needs 3 million yen for his treatment, so that he can pay the hospital bill. Well, now all the responsibility is on Hashimoto. But he has neither money nor job, but still he promises his mother that he will send money to them, and he will come to her as soon as possible. Next day, we see him standing in front of the same laundry. He is completely sure that the old man was lying to him, but still he wanted to try it once. He stands in front of the dryer and wishes that he have 3 million yen. After waiting a bit, he realizes what a stupid idea this is, so he is about to leave. Suddenly there is a sound from the dryer, and he sees that there is a bundle of money in it. Hashimoto pulls it out and he does not believe it is working. He realizes that it was same amount of money as Hashimoto asked for. He starts leaving, then he sees the empty beer can that he threw yesterday. When he goes to pick it up, suddenly that can disappears. The old man tells him that whatever he will get from this dryer, it will disappear by itself in one day, so he has to be very careful. Hashimoto thanks him, and leaves immediately. On the way out, he meets Kondo. She tells that she has been called for another interview. Hashimoto congratulates her, then he gets a call from her mother. Kondo overhears her words and learns that her father is unwell. Hashimoto leaves after talking for a while, and immediately sends the money, before it disappears. He comes to the laundry again in the night. He plans that he will solve all the problems of his life with this dryer. So this time, he asks for a nice suit from the dryer, which he can wear for his job interview. He wears it all day, and gives interviews in many companies. But in spite of this, when he reaches his home, he gets a lot of letters. All those letters are from the same companies in which he interviewed. In all of them it is written that you are not selected. At the same time, we see that suit disappears right in front of his eyes. Perhaps Hashimoto should have wished the job. After so many failure, Hashimoto realizes that he now has unlimited sources of money, so he should not waste time in finding jobs, rather he should enjoy his life to the fullest. So he goes to the laundry the next day, and stands in front of the dryer, making sure no one is watching him, and wishes a confident beautiful girl, who has exactly the same beauty as a model. Now we see that, a very beautiful girl coming out from inside the dryer, whose beauty makes Hashimoto happy. He walks up to her, and asks her to come to his house. On this, the girl gives him a tight slap, because in the very first meeting, he is asking her to go to his house. The girl leaves, and Hashimoto just keeps looking at her. Now he learns from his mistakes, and makes wishes a sweet girlfriend, who is beautiful and loves her very much. After a while, a beautiful girl comes out of the dryer, and she happily goes on a date with Hashimoto. He takes her for shopping and buys expensive things, from the money he gets from the dryer. We see here that, people who come out of the dryer, do not know anything about their origin, and they think that they are a real person. After that, we see Hashimoto takes the girl to his house. But even after that, he is too afraid to come near her, so they both just talk all night. The girl sees the lines on Hashimoto's hand and tells that your life is very short. Hashimoto gets a little upset on this but then ignores it. Now it is morning. Hashimoto tries to kiss the girl. But by the time he is about to kiss, the girl disappears, and only her clothes and jewelry that Hashimoto bought her is left. Hashimoto makes a connection with that girl. But still, he is not saddened by her disappearance, but rather happy that he can have as many girlfriends as he wants every day. And from then onwards, Hashimoto went to the laundry every day and stood in front of the dryer, and wished every day a new girlfriends with different personalities. He takes them all on dates and buys expensive gifts for them, with the money he gets from the dryer. Now he is enjoying his life. One day, he is walking with one of his girlfriends, and at the same time Kondo sees them. He is very jealous and starts chasing the two of them curiously. On buying expensive jewelry and gifting to the girl makes her very sad. Along with she is also very confused as how did all this money come to Hashimoto in such a short time. One night Hashimoto goes to the laundry and Kondo comes there. She asks him about the money, which he replies her that he got a lottery. Kondo tells him that she saw him with a girl, and at the same time she says that the girl is using her for money and changing her. Hashimoto denies her words and leaves with a bundle of money. He goes on another date and takes his new girlfriend to the terrace. He also gives her an expensive ring and tells her that I love you. A few minutes later, she disappears, and only her ring is left behind. Hashimoto, as usual, takes that ring with him, goes and starts hanging out with new girlfriends. Now we see that till today, Hashimoto used to wish for innocent girls, so one day he comes to laundry, and thinks of doing something different. He wishes a girl from the dryer, who is seductive. After a while, a seductive girl comes out of the dryer, and Hashimoto becomes nervous to see her. He is flirting with her, while Kondo secretly notices that Hashimoto is giving the girl a lot of expensive rings. Right then, he gets a call from her mother. Hashimoto tells the girl to be calm, but she keeps talking to him, so he has to come out. Taking advantage of this, Kondo starts talking to the girl and asks her what she has done to the old Hashimoto. The girls start laughing at Kondo. On this, Kondo tries to take off the rings from the girl's hand. We see Hashimoto talking to his mother. His mother tells him that his father will have an operation. He needs him more than money, but he is too busy with his girlfriends. After the call is over, the old man comes to Hashimoto and tells him that I forgot to tell you a very important thing about the dryer. He tells him that whoever comes out of the dryer will disappear in one day. Hashimoto laughs at him and says he already knows this. We see inside that Kondo and the girl are still fighting to get that ring out. In the end, the girl walks out thinking that Hashimoto is cheating on her. Hashimoto comes in and sees Kondo crying and saying that I wish Hashimoto was as innocent as he was in the first meeting. Now we see here that Kondo does all these things inadvertently in front of the dryer, which causes the dryer to fulfill his wish. Hashimoto is now in the dryer, and is wearing the same clothes, which he wore on first meeting with Kondo. Now Hashimoto realizes that the dryer has fulfilled Kondo's wish, that's why he is the same as before. Now he has come from inside the dryer, so he only has 24 hours. After that he will also disappears like those girlfriends. Now here we see the news on TV, that millions of yen have disappeared somewhere, and many girls have also disappeared. Now Hashimoto gets down on his knees, and Kondo keeps looking at him with confusion. And with this, our movie ends here. I hope that you enjoy this video. If you want to make sure you never miss a new upload, be sure to subscribe to the channel Mr. Explainer, turn on notifications and click the bell icon. You'll get a notification whenever I upload a new video like this.